Good evening, everybody. Welcome along. It's Saturday, the 8th of March. Thank you very much for joining this evening. As always, another 50 question quiz is just around the corner in about 2 and a bit minutes at time before we get into this evening's festivities. Hope you've had a good weekend so far. I'll tell you what, a little bit of sunshine, and I've been out and about today. I've been into town. We've been to Bolton and doing some other bits and pieces with Sarah and Jack, and we've been out and about getting some bits and doing some shopping. And do you know what? A little bit of sunshine makes a massive difference to the way that people are, because all of a sudden everyone is smiling a little bit. Everyone's a lot happier. Yeah. It's been a beautiful day here today, and it just does just go to show. Maybe we should just find a way to just like scrap winter. I think that's the best way forward for everyone. Everyone's got a smile on their face today. So yeah, well, hope you've had a great weekend so far. I'm a bit snotty, and so's Jack at the minute. And you'll know as well on the two ultimate quizzes that I've already pre-recorded. For the first time, I think for the first time ever, both of those quizzes you don't have me on screen for the ultimate quiz. So just because I was constantly coughing and spluttering, and it's not something that I wanted on camera, if I'm honest. But I needed to get them recorded. So yeah, so Monday and Tuesday's ultimate quizzes are just run without me on screen. Which, to be fair, as long as you can see this, I said this on the stream, as long as you can see the questions, you don't really need to see me, to be honest. As long as you can hear me and read the questions, you're absolutely spot on, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, so another minute to go, and we'll get off and running. Doodle doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Oh, that's what. Sorry, I had a message come through from. Sorry, talking about homebrew. That's what it was. I always ask what the topic of conversation is in the YouTube live chats, and yeah, so I just asked what the topic of conversation was, and apparently it was home brewing. I made homebrewed cider about 8 years ago. I think it might have been longer than that now. Actually, it might have been 10 years ago. Yeah, in fact, it was. It was when Sarah and I were in our first house that we lived in, and it's our 12-year anniversary next week. But yeah, so yeah, so I brewed some. I did some homebrew cider, and it came out at about 9 to 10% proof. Anyone who tried it, and I remember I took it to a quiz night, anyone who tried it, they were basically sloshed within a minute of trying to drink it. It was quite funny. Oh, hello. There we go. Put myself back on. Yeah, so yeah, I know all about homebrew stuff. The beer wasn't so good, but the cider was beautiful to drink, but it was very, very, very alcoholic. But anyway, right, moving back to tonight. Welcome along, everyone. It is Saturday, the 8th of March. Thank you for joining this evening. Hope you're all well. 50 questions then for you, as always, this evening. All right, let's get into it. Let's see. We are starting off then tonight with science and the nature. Kicking off. Oh yeah, there's a pic. Sorry, I wrote and set all this up on Monday, so I cannot remember for the life of me what is in here at the minute. But I do remember picture number 2 has become one of my all-time favorite pictures, and it just makes me smile. But here we go. Question number 1. Fe is the symbol for which element? So Fe is the symbol for which element? Now, do you remember that? If you remember if you've been playing for a while, you'll know some of the little foibles and quirks and stuff that I have involved. Do you remember a while ago there was a chicken picture? I think it was a chicken or a turkey, one of the two. And for whatever reason, it just made me giggle incessantly, and it became one of my favorite pictures of all time. Well, we have a new one. Number 2. What is the name of this animal? Yeah, if you're ever feeling blue, just come back to this round on this day. Come back to the quiz from the 8th of March. Go to this and just screenshot that and just make it your background on your phones and stuff. It's brilliant. No, it doesn't look anything like me before anyone goes down that road. But yeah, what is the name of this type of animal? Number 3, how many moons does Venus have? I want to go back to the slot. Oh, I very nearly told you what it was. I want to go back to Victor from number 2. Very nearly told you what it was. Number 4, which supersonic aircraft entered service in 1976? So which supersonic aircraft entered service in 1976? Number 5, zoophobia is the fear of what? There's a 7-year-old bounding around outside my office. I'll shout him in a minute. Number 6, what is the standard unit of What is the standard unit of electrical resistance in the International System of Units? For those of you who are rejoining us tonight for the first time in a while, you can tell that I still cannot pronounce anything. Number 7, which of these is the collective noun for a group of swallows? Is it a dive? I know what I should have done now. Never mind. Which of these is the collective noun for a group of swallows? Is it dive, drop, plunge, or swoop? It's like the 5 Ds of dodgeball, and I've just realised I could have 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dive. Is it dive? Duck, dive, don't. Oh, I can't remember. Number 8, what bee is the name of the sickie? Can I alt tab round to that? Let's try. Hold on. There we go. That made more sense. No, I'm on the wrong one. There we go. What bee is the name of the sticky crustacean found at the bottom of ships? Just in reference to Thursday night's quiz, I have heard from the never mind, counter. That's the word I'm looking for. I've heard from the counter in therapy, and it says it's doing much better now. It's not involved in the quiz. Yeah. Number 9, a gosling is a young what? Dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dip. And number 10, what is the name of this animal type? Round 2 with some art and literature. This very much confused me when I was recording your ultimate quiz art and literature for next week, and I was looking at it going, I remember some of this, and it's because I'd already set this one up on Monday. But number 1, who wrote the Canterbury Tales? It's Dodge that said twice. Thank you. Thanks to Hoggles. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. Of all the things to get stuck in my head tonight, the 5 Ds of dodgeball was not on my playing cards. But anyway, number 2, what is the name of the character created by Edgar Rice Burroughs, charting his life from childhood being raised by apes? It's quite loud and my window's not even open. What is the name of the character created by Edgar Rice Burroughs, charting his life from childhood being raised by apes? Number 3, who wrote Rapunzel, Hansel and Hansel? Who wrote Rapunzel, Hansel and oh, for pity's sake, Hansel and Gretel and Cinderella? I blame the Benylin. I probably should blame the Tramadol, to be fair, but anyway. Yeah, who wrote Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel and Cinderella? If my mum's watching, there is the original writer, not the writer that we may know. Number 4, name the artist. Yeah, Mum, you can't have Adam for the previous answer, I'm afraid. Number 5, which famous inspector was created by author Colin Dexter? So which famous inspector was created by author Colin Dexter? Number 6, who is the subject of this painting? Doop-a-doop. So who is the subject of this painting? Number 7, who wrote the novel Murder on the Orient Express? So who wrote the novel Murder on the Orient Express? Talking of novels, I've been working on my own, and I've decided, I think rather stupidly, but rather than try and get it published as an actual novel, I think I'm going to turn it into like a podcast dramatic series. It's my plan, I think. Number 8, Roberta, Peter, and Phyllis are the children central to which novel? Oh, actually, that reminds me, thinking of my novel, I need to pick Ben and Tristan's brains about a job role they have, just to make sure I'm authentic. Number 9, who wrote Little Women, Little Men, and Joe's Boys? And number 10, who wrote the plays Death of a Salesman and The Crucible? So who wrote the plays Death of a Salesman and The Crucible? Okay, Blockbusters then, to take you into your break this evening. Number 1, what FJ is a baked bar made of rolled oats, brown sugar, and usually golden syrup? So what FJ is a baked bar made of rolled oats, brown sugar, and usually golden syrup? Number 2, what FW is usually blown at the end of a sporting match? Ugh. Number 3, what EB is an abrasive device used in nail filing? So what EB is an abrasive device used in nail filing? That kind of thing. As you can tell, I really file my nails if that's the... number, when it wants to change. Number 4, what FF was a TV show that often quoted, "Our survey says." I did want to, at some point over these last 5 years, it came up in my head a few times. I wanted to do my own version of this, but with such a broad range of sort of, especially in our Patreon Discord server, we'd have ended up with anything. Number 5, what SC is found at the side of the road to catch drivers breaking speed limits? What SC is found at the side of the road to catch drivers breaking speed limits? Number 6, what CL are used in place of glasses? And I failed miserably with these and could not get them to work. Number 7, what AWM... Yep, no, that's right. What AWM is a hymn sung at the FA Cup final? Yeah, that is right. For some reason it just didn't look right, but it didn't. Yeah. Number 8, what CP is said when a task is easily accomplished? What CP is said when a task is easily accomplished? Number 9, what NF is a water feature on the border of New York State and Canada? Oh, Canada. And finally, number 10, what YP was a large telephone directory? So what YP was a large telephone directory? That one, and then I want that off and that off. I very nearly put your I've got a whole new intro for the ultimate quizzes starting on Monday, and I very nearly just put that on. I might give you a sneak preview later on. Anyway, right, that's your first 30 questions all done for you. They're up now on the hub, jvpqquestions.com, and the code you need is on the screen now. Once you get in, click on quiz recap, today's date, which is the 8th of March. Click on part 1, and the code you need is there on screen now. It's 080130. That's 080130. That will get you access to the first 30 questions tonight. Right, I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, I'll go through the answers for you. Yes, why not? I'm nice like that. See you in 7 minutes. Okay, right. Answers coming up then in a moment's time. So make sure you've got those last ones scribbled down, ready to go. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. People kept saying to me, "Oh, you should," because I come up with some crazy ideas at times, and people kept going, "Oh, you should run and be like president, prime minister, and all this." Well, I found a game which accurately simulates being sort of leader of a political party and prime minister and campaigning, and can you get sort of in. So I found the game. I've not looked at it yet. I downloaded it during the week, but I've had loads going on, so I thought I'll download it in the background. So I'm going to give it a go, sort of when I get a chance. And I'm half tempted. You see all these people playing all these gaming videos and stuff. I'm half tempted to record my gameplay at the same time and then share it with you all, and then you can all see whether or not I'd be good and whether my policy ideas would actually work and stuff. I'm very tempted. It's also part of a TV game show. I'm sort of a game like reality thing I'm working on around sort of politics and reality, combining the two together. But yeah, I'm half tempted to record the gameplay as I play it, and you can actually see what it would have been like if I became Prime Minister of the UK, or took over the world and that kind of thing. So yeah, no, it's not called Risk. No, it's a genuine. Oh, hang on, let me find it. Dun, 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 dun. What was the name of it? Where are you? Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Yeah, Prime Minister Infinity United Kingdom version. So I've not opened it yet, but I'm gonna have a look at it. I might have a look at it tomorrow actually, because I'm having a lazy day tomorrow. Anyway, right, back tonight in hand. Let's see how you did with the first 30 this evening. Kicking off round one then with science and nature, and this is, here we go. Number one, Fe is the symbol for which element? It is iron. No. Number two, what is the name of this animal? That is a sloth. I'm going to put this on the after quiz post. I decided I'm going to put this as the, and it'll only be for you who actually, for those of you who've watched tonight's quiz, will make sense for. Number three, how many moons does Venus have? 0. Yep, Venus doesn't have any moons. Number four, which supersonic aircraft entered service in 1976? It was Concorde. Number five, zoophobia is the fear of what? It is animals. Number six, what is the standard unit of electrical resistance in the ohm international system of units? Number seven, which of these is the collective noun for a group of swallows? It is a swoop. So me going on about the 5 Ds of dodgeball, putting that as sort of like the options, wouldn't have worked because it's swoop. Number eight, what B is the name of the sticky crustacean found at the bottom of ships? It is barnacles. Number nine, a gosling is a young goose. And number 10, that is a skunk. I don't know anyone who's actually seen a skunk in real life either. Art and literature, number one, who wrote the Canterbury Tales? It's Geoffrey Chaucer. Number two, what is the name of the character created by Edgar Rice Burroughs, charting his life from childhood being raised by apes? It is Tarzan. Me, Tarzan. You, Jane. Number three, who wrote Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, and Cinderella? It's the Brothers Grimm. Sorry, so in our Patreon Discord server, our very, very good friend Sir Alan Jackson is currently at a charity race night this evening, and he asked for us to give him some tips. So I just picked at random, said race number 3, race 3, number 8, and apparently he came in 7th. Number 4, name the artist. That is David Hockney. Sorry, Alan. When you watch this back. Number 5, which famous inspector was created by author Colin Dexter? It's Endeavour Morse. Number 6, who is the subject of this painting? Well, it's called Whistler's Mother. So the subject of the painting is James Whistler's mother. There you go. Number 7, who wrote the novel Murder on the Orient Express? It's Agatha Christie. Number 8, Roberta, Peter, and Phyllis are the children central to the Railway Children. Half of the answer was in the question. Number 9, who wrote Little Women, Little Men, and Joe's Boys? It was Louisa May Alcott. And number 10, who wrote the plays Death of a Salesman and The Crucible? It was Arthur Miller. Blockbusters, number 1, what FJ is a baked bar made of rolled oats, brown sugar, and usually golden syrup? It's flapjacks. Number 2, what FW is usually blown at the end of a sporting match? It is the final whistle. Number 3, what EB is an abrasive device used in nail filing? It is an emery board. Number 4, what FF was a TV show that often quoted, our survey says, Family Fortunes. Number 5, what SC is found at the side of the road to catch drivers breaking speed limits? It's a speed camera. Number 6, what CL are used in place of glasses? It is contact lenses. Yeah, I've had 2 goes at this now, and I cannot, for the life of me, get contact lenses in. It's not a bad thing, though, because when I don't have my glasses on, I do really look like a very sort of troubled serial killer. Even with these glasses on, I look like a serial killer, apparently. But yeah, with contact lenses and no glasses, I would have looked really, really evil. Number 7, what AWM is a hymn sung at the FA Cup final? It is Abide With Me. Number 8, what CP is said when a task is easily accomplished? Child's Play. Number 9, what NF is a water feature on the border of New York State and Canada? It is Niagara Falls. And finally, number 10, what YP was a large telephone directory? It is Yellow Pages. Very useful if you're trying to find somewhere that, trying to find an outlet that sells fly fishing by J.R.R. Hartley. Right, there we go. That's your first 30. How are you getting on so far? You have YouTube live chat or our Patreon Discord server to share your current scores and your standings so far. If you have done well at art and literature, it is one of the ultimate quizzes next week. So if you have missed sort of all of the announcements, I mean, there's been quite a few. Where have you been? But yes, starting on Monday, I'm kicking off the 5-year anniversary celebrations on Monday. So the official anniversary is the 26th of March, which is a Wednesday night, and I will be live on the 26th of March. There's a bonus live quiz that week. So starting on Monday, I'm doing ultimate quizzes. So every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday will be an ultimate quiz. And it's a category that I have used over the last 5 years with questions all from the database from the last 5 years. So kicking off on Monday night with ultimate quiz connection rounds. So there are 5 classic connection rounds on Monday night. 50 question quiz. Now it is a bit quicker than a normal quiz. So I wanted, because they start at 8:15, I wanted them sort of wrapped up in a 45 minutes. So it does go a little bit quicker. You still get your breaks and stuff like normal, but but they're not on the website and stuff like that. It's all explained at the beginning of the video anyway, with a slightly new intro as well. But yeah, so ultimate quizzing kicks off then on Monday night with connections round. Then Tuesday, I think, is art and literature. But yeah, so that's the way ultimate quizzes work. It's basically just a retrospective look over the last 5 years, and none of the questions are new. They're all stuff that has been asked. So it's another one of those, how well can you remember, especially with the connection rounds. I'm looking forward to seeing how people get on with the connection rounds and seeing how many of them they remember. On that note, there is this evening's connection round has half of it has been done before. Half of this has been done before, but I've tweaked it enough for it to be different, if that makes sense. It'll make sense when you get to it. I've just seen out of the corner of my eye. Have you checked that the answers in the ultimate quizzes are still correct? I've checked the up-to-date ones. I've checked the ones that were sort of date specific, but in terms of the rest of them, if there were grammatical errors or anything in the ultimate quizzes, I've kept it in because there were a mistake at the time. It's forever enshrined as a mistake. But yeah, no, I haven't got to sport and leisure yet. Oh yes, I have. So yeah, I have checked sport and leisure. I think sport and leisure is next week as well. I can't remember. But it's a very good point. I have been checking to make sure time-specific ones are right. And yes, there is a sole dedicated quiz to flags as well. That comes in week 3 as well. Right, so to your connection round then this evening, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links all of the answers together? I wrote this on Monday with something specific in mind for it. And I will reveal, when I give you the answer, I shall reveal what it was all about and the reason for it. So I say, I have done half of this before, but I've done enough of it to be different. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of a soothing song usually sung to calm down or send children to sleep? So what is the name of a soothing song usually sung to calm down or send children to sleep? I'm very keen to see how many people do actually play the flag quiz, because it's been the most divisive thing I've ever put in the quiz. Number 2, what was the name of the song by Berlin that featured in the film Top Gun? So what was the name of the song by Berlin that featured in the film Top Gun? Number 3, what is the more common name for the star Polaris? Number 4, when an inanimate object seems capable of thought and independent actions, it's said to have what? And it's four words for you. Even been kind and given you the words. So when an inanimate object seems capable of thought and independent actions, it's said to have what? This is quite something I say quite often in supermarkets with trolleys. This beep trolley has a that. Number 5, what name is given to the main title on the front page of a newspaper indicating the big topic? So what name is given to the main title on the front page of a newspaper indicating the big topic? Why does every time on my stream you're going to have a tiny fraction of buffering? It always happens in the connection round, and I've noticed this for the last few weeks. Every time in the connection round it just skips a little, and I get a little notification in my bottom left hand corner, and I always lose between 250 and 300 frames at this point. It's very bizarre. I mean, it accounts for 0.4% of the stream so far, but yeah. Number 6, what is... What? You forgot to grab your kitty. Okay. What is the only octagon road sign in the UK indicating? You've just dropped all your bits and pieces on the floor, haven't you? You truly are a dingbat. You're my dingbat, but you truly are a dingbat. Jack. Excuse my child's flatulence. Number 7, when something is enjoyable or beneficial, it's said that you can never have what of a good thing. Child. Number 8, name the song Humidity is Rising. Barometer's getting low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. Name the song Humidity is Rising. Barometer's getting low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. Number 9, what is the English for dag in Dutch, Antonio in Greek, Favel in Danish, and Namaste in Hindi? So what is the English for dag in Dutch, Antio in Greek, Favel in Danish, and Namaste in Hindi? And as always, question 10, what links those 9 answers together? I think the pennies dropped with someone. They asked me very kindly this morning if, because it's their birthday, if I could rewrite the connection round, and I said no, I haven't got the time. Plus, there was no point me rewriting the connection round for what you were requesting. Because I wrote this on Monday for your birthday, but we'll get to that when I get to the answers. Number 5, round 5 then, general knowledge for you, 10 random questions. Kicking off with this for number 1. Who is this? Number 2, what is the name of a dance style, a favourite of Fred and Ginger Rogers? Number 3, what was Winston Churchill's natural hair colour? So what was Winston Churchill's natural hair colour? Number 4, which Shakespeare play features characters such as Bassanio, Portia, and Shylock? So which Shakespeare play features characters such as Bassanio, Portia, and Shylock? Did you actually catch the train? My window's shut and I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, train. Every Friday night, I get an old 125 locomotive goes up and down the train line at the back of me. It's in the Virgin livery as well, I think. Number 5, Dasani water is a brand of water created by which soft drink brand? Dasani water is a brand of water created by which soft drink brand? Just making sure I had actually taken the answers out for part 2 because I wasn't 100% sure if I had. Number 6, name the instrument pictured here. Name the instrument pictured here for number 6. Number 7, complete the name of the police drama series What of Doc Green. So complete the name of the police drama series What of Doc Green. Number 8. What colour smoke will emit from the Sistine Chapel upon the election of a new pope? I've been keeping a very close eye on the news this week because if something had happened between when I wrote this on Monday and the quiz going out tonight, I had an emergency question to throw in here at the last minute if the Pope did pass away. But number 9, name the actor pictured here. And your final one for number 10. Name the instrument. Oh my word. I didn't change that, did I? Right. Alt tab. Da, 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 da. Name the building. Try that. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Name the building for number 10. Okay, your final 10 then are up now on the hub at jvpqquestions.com. I don't know why I sang that. But jvpqquestions.com. Click on part 2, 0802 080251 is the code you need. That will take you into the final 20 questions. So thanks again, as always, to Al at quizmasters.biz for allowing me to use his brand new Dingbats. These have not been seen anywhere before. They're not even on his own website yet. He sent over 100 of them for me to use. So again, massive thanks to Al. So as always, for your second break, some Dingbats, say what you see. That's all you need to do. Say what you see for these 9 Dingbats that are coming up. And when I come back, answers to those and the final part of the quiz. I'll see you after this. Okay, answers then coming up to these in a moment's time, so make sure you have them written down. So at this point, I always do your quick signposting, so yeah, don't forget. As always, I'll be back live with quizzes on Thursday and Saturday. Oh no, hang on. Am I live next Saturday? What date is it next Saturday? Let me just have a quick look. No, I'm not. I'm at a friend's birthday next Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to see a Meatloaf tribute. No idea, but it's my friend's birthday and that's what they've picked. So next Saturday will be pre-recorded, but I'm live on Thursday. So another 2 50-question quizzes for you Thursday and Saturday next week, as always. But Monday sees the start of the 5-year anniversary. All of the quizzes start kicking up then from Monday. So every night at 8:10, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, there will be a ultimate quiz for you. 50 questions on specific categories. Sunday and Mondays will be connection rounds. I can tell you that in advance. So there is hundreds and hundreds of connection rounds to go through. So I've just put them in, all the categories went into a randomizer and I've picked them out from that. So Sunday and Mondays are ultimate quiz connection rounds, so the classic connections, and then the other nights will have a specific topic as well. And then as well for JDQ fans, for the fans of the daily podcast, don't forget that will be 7 days a week for the next 3 weeks. So you'll have a daily JDQ Monday to Sunday available from 6 a.m. every single week. Ooh, it's gonna be a very busy time as I head towards the 5-year celebrations. But as I keep saying, it's 5 years, so go big or go home. I could let it go out with a whimper, or I could actually, get on and do something, and that's what I've done this year. Right, answers then to your Dingbats in 3, 2, 1. So number 1 then is USB. That's the United States, and then B, so USB. Number 2, up to date. Number 3, under the weather. Number 4, time is money. Number 5, the coast is clear. Number 6, smart TV. Number 7, second wind. Number 8, out of order. And number 9, hold your horses. Nay. So thanks again to Al at quizmasters.biz for allowing me to use those before they are seen anywhere else, which I think is very, very cool. I don't think I've had an exclusive thing of anything, and Al's always come through, so thanks again. So yeah, for all of your quizzing resources, head on over to Al at quizmasters.biz. He's got loads and loads of stuff on there. If anyone needs anything quizzing related, if you're running a quiz, that is the best place to go. So thanks again, Al. Right, get your answer sheets together. Let me get into the right position. There we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see how you did with the final 20 then this evening. Round 4, your connections round number 1. What is the name of a soothing song usually sung to calm down or send children to sleep? It is a lullaby. Do you know there's a whole group of lullaby song on Spotify? There's a load of like lullaby stuff, but it's all taking like rock music and pop music and turning them into lullabies. It is absolutely brilliant. I used these as one of my last few in-person quizzes before the pandemic and got people to try and work out what the song was from the lullaby version. Brilliant now. Number 2, what was the name of the song by Berlin that featured in the film Top Gun? Take My Breath Away. No, not singing. Number 3, what is the more common name for the North Star Polaris? It's the North Star. Number 4, when an inanimate object seems capable of thought and independent actions, it's said to have a mind of its own. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, it's 5 words. Hopefully you got that. I've just realised it's 5 words. Mind of its own. Maybe drop the A, but yeah. Yeah. Number 5, what name is given to the main title on the front page of a newspaper, indicating the big topic? It is headlines. Number 6, what is the only octagon road sign in the UK indicating stop right now? Thank you very much. Number 7, when something is enjoyable or beneficial, it is said that you can never have too much of a good thing. Number 8, name the song Humidity is Rising, Barometer's Getting Low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. However, you could get into all kinds of trouble because apparently it's raining men. Surely that's going to hurt. Number 9, what is the English for dag in Dutch? Antio. Oh my word. Antio in Greek. Farvel in Danish and namaste in Hindi. It is goodbye. Namaste. And so what links them all together, and a very and a birthday present for a very, very good friend of mine. They are all Spice Girls songs, both solo and joint, but if you put Spice Girls songs, that's absolutely fine. But I do want to say a massive, massive happy birthday to someone that I have only got to know since this all started. With the pandemic and stuff. So a massive, massive happy birthday to Hayley, who has become a very, very good friend, a confidant, an ass kicker when I've needed it. And for 1 month, I can turn around and say that you are a year older than me as well. But massive, massive happy birthday to you, Hayley. I hope you've had an incredible day, which I'm sure you will have done. Right, General Knowledge number 1. Who is this? That is Brian Lara. Number 2, what is the name of a dance style, a favourite of Fred and Ginger Rogers? It is the foxtrot. Number 3, what was Winston Churchill's natural hair colour? Red. Yeah, Winston Churchill's natural. I mean, you only ever really see black and white photos of Winston Churchill, but yeah, his natural hair colour was red. Number 4, which Shakespeare play features characters such as Bassanio, Portia, and Shylock? He's the Merchant of Venice. Number 5, Dasani Water is a brand of water created by which soft drink brand? It's Coca-Cola. From the Springs of Slough here in the UK when it first came out. Number 6, name the instrument. It's a trombone. If you've never heard about the Dasani Water controversy from the UK, go and research it. It's quite funny. Number 7, complete the name of the police drama series. It is Dixon of Dock Green. Number 8, what colour smoke will emit from the Sistine Chapel upon the election of a new pope? It is white. It's going to be one of those moments that I'm sure I think we'll be seeing over the next couple of months. Number 9, name the actor. That is Ben Stiller. And your final one tonight, not name the instrument. That is St. Paul's Cathedral. I'm not changing that now. But yeah, St. Paul's Cathedral. If you wanted to name the instrument, if you actually look quite closely in, you'll see a set of kettle drums just being played on one of the streets just behind it. So if you put kettle drums, you can have the point. Right, there we go. That's all of your answers for tonight. Tot your scores up. How have you got on this evening? If you need a tiebreaker question, it is this. How many islands does the state of Hawaii officially recognize as their own? So how many islands does the state of Hawaii officially recognize as their own? As always, nearest to it gets the point. The after quiz post is up now, so do share your scores on there with me. Right, nearest to this gets the point in 3, 2, 1. 137. Yeah, 137 islands make up the state of Hawaii that they officially recognize as their own. So there you go, ladies and gents, that is your quiz for this evening. Thank you very much for joining me as always. Happy birthday again to Hayley. I'll message her afterwards as well. But yeah, massive thank you very much for being here this evening. I will be back then. Not next on Thursday night. Before then, I will be back on Monday night. JDQ then 6 a.m. on Monday sort of kicks off the 5-year anniversary celebrations, but then in earnest Monday night 10:08. The first of the ultimate quizzes, focusing on, to start with, the connections, classic connection rounds. So there's 5 classic connection rounds, a 50-question quiz on Monday night for you. I won't be sort of keeping an eye on it because Monday night for me is the last game of our pool season, of which I'm captain for a pool team, and we go into the final game of the season 3 points in front of to the top of the league. So if we win, I think I worked it out, if we win 13-2 on Monday night, we guarantee that we will be champions. I've never ever won a sporting trophy. So if we win on Monday night, it'll be the first time that I've won a trophy in any kind of sport. So I am very nervous and excited and looking forward to that. But no doubt if I do win on Monday night, there will be a very, very big sort of Instagram post shouting it from the rooftops. But yeah, so Ultimate Quizzing then a Monday night kicking off. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll then be back live on Thursday night. There'll be another Ultimate Quiz on Friday, pre-recorded quiz on Saturday, and then rounding off the week with another Ultimate Quiz on Sunday night. That is it from me for this evening. Lots of quizzing coming up as we rapidly approach the 5-year anniversary. Thanks as always for being here. Thanks as always for playing along this evening. And I will see you all very, very soon. As always for me, take care and stay safe.